What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be testing out if there's a difference between frying wings in Wagyu beef tallow versus grass-fed beef tallow. Let's get into it. So first on the to-do list was to clean my chicken. And I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding cleaning your chicken, but in my opinion, it's always something that's going to be done in my house. You guys can do whatever you want. And if any of you guys were curious on how I clean my chicken, I use a mixture of distilled vinegar and salt water. But if you guys have any other ways to clean your chicken, please let me know in the comments. I'm always open to new ideas. And after I got my chicken all nice and clean, it was time to season, and I kept it simple, just using olive oil as a binder and my lemon pepper seasoning. Then I gave the wings a good mix and set them aside while I heated up my beef tallow. And as you guys can see, there's a noticeable difference in color between the two tallows. The grass-fed tallow is more of a pale white color, while the Wagyu tallow has more of a yellowish tint to it. And once both tallows got hot, I put the wings in and let them fry for about 10 to 15 minutes. And there was definitely a noticeable difference in the time it took each tallow to cook the wings, but we'll get to that at the end. And to my surprise, the wings cooked in the grass-fed beef tallow finished first. And before even tasting the wings, just by touching them, I could feel how crispy they were. And shortly after, the wings cooked in the Wagyu tallow were done as well. And just by looking at them, they look nearly identical. So the difference is gonna have to come down to taste. So as for the taste, the wings cooked in the grass-fed beef tallow had a normal fried wing taste. However, they did taste like they were cooked in very clean oil. The best way I could describe this is if you've ever cooked wings in fresh vegetable oil, imagine that taste without the vegetable oil aftertaste. And as for the wings cooked in the Wagyu beef tallow, they definitely weren't as crispy as the grass-fed tallow wings. However, they did have a very distinct, almost beefy-like aftertaste. So for my final analysis of the wings, I'll say if you want a crispier wing, cooked in a shorter time, I would go with the grass-fed beef tallow. But if you want a very distinct tasting wing with an almost beefy aftertaste, I would go with the Wagyu. And if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.